A very good morning. We are from Group Musyarakah. Today, our team will present an article review. The title is Gara in E-commerce Transactions, Implication for Consumer and Merchants from an Islamic Perspective. Before we start the presentation, let me introduce my group members and myself. My name is Sashini Rajakumar, 85A4883, Nur Falisha Alia binti Muhammad Hazri, Nain Tarabalan, Nurul Anish Fatma binti Zamri, Ahmad Alif Naim bin Ahmad Tarmimi, Nur Amalina binti Harun, Julia Maisara binti Muhammad Taib, Nur Sofia Natasha binti Zamri, Siti Fatima binti Abdullah.
Introduction title Ghara in E-commerce Transaction Implication for Consumer and Merchants from an Islamic Perspective. Names Nadia Nasra Musa, Azwin Samira Hafiz, Mimi Shakila Noraini, Nur Alia Natasha Misdi, and Noriza Mohammed. Journal name is Journal of Islamic Philanthropy and Social Finance. Publication year is 2025. Research. First, what are the forms of Ghara found in a commercial transaction? Second, how does Ghara affect commercials in e-commerce according to Islamic perspective? Third, what solution can reduce Ghara in e-commerce transaction? The objective is first, to examine the concept of Ghara in e-commerce transaction from an Islamic perspective. Second, to identify the forms of Ghara in digital transaction. Third, to analyze the implication of Ghara on consumers. Lastly, to purpose solution for creating a more transparent and Sharia compliant e-commerce ecosystem.
Assalamualaikum. So for this article, it highlights several forms of horror in e-commerce transaction. First, there is a lack of transparency in the product information, where the actual product received is different from the picture or description shown on the platform like Shopee or TikTok Shop. Second, the article discussed misleading promotions such as fake discount and a flash sale that pressure consumer into making quick decisions. Third is delivery uncertainty, where item may arrive late or not delivered at all. The author also explained unclear return policy, where refund processes are complicated and unfair to the buyers. In addition, there is an imbalance of information because sellers usually know more about the product than consumer. Lastly, uncertain products such as pre-order item or drop shipping system may also involve elements of horror. In conclusion, this practice contradicts Islamic principles that emphasize transparency, honesty, and fairness in business transactions.
Based on methodology, this study are using qualitative approach through library research method to understand the concept of Ghara. They are also using secondary sources such as scientific book, journal, book of faith, and fatwa. They are also doing data analyzing to identify the element of Ghara in e-dagang.
So the article has several strengths and weaknesses in discussing Ghara in e-commerce from Islamic perspective. One strength is that the explanation is clear and easy to understand. The article also uses reliable sources such as journal, hadith, and the Al-Quran. Besides that, the topic is relevant because e-commerce is widely used today. The study also provides solutions like stricter laws and consumer awareness. However, the article also has some weakness, and the study only uses qualitative method without surveys or interview with real users. It also like a real example of fraud cases in Malaysia. And
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. This slide explains the relevance and implication of the article in relation to fake muamalats. First, the article discussed the concept of gharar in Islamic transaction, which refers to uncertainty or deception in business dealing. The study also relates Islamic law to modern e-commerce practice and explain how Shafi jurisprudence can be applied to the digital business today. In addition, the implications of this study are important because it helps protect consumer from fraud and uncertainty in process in online transaction. It also encourage transparency in business dealing and supports ethical and Sharia compliant business practice. For future implication, the study helped in developing Islamic guidelines for digital transaction and encouraged further research on fintech and online business from an Islamic perspective. That is all. Thank you.
I will briefly explain the conclusion of the study on Gahar in e-commerce transaction. Gahar in e-commerce can lead to injustice, uncertainty, and exploitation which are prohibited in Islam. Common issues include unclear product, information, uncertain delivery, misleading pricing, and work return policies. This problem can reduce consumer trust and harm business reputation. Islam emphasizes transparency, honesty, fairness, and mutual consent in all transactions. Therefore, merchant and e-commerce platforms should provide clear and accurate information about product, price, and term of service. Lastly, cooperation among the government, financial institution, e-commerce platform, and user is important to create a safe and Sharia compliant digital environment. Proper monitoring and Islamic business ethics can help strengthen trust in the digital economy.
In conclusion, this project has provided valuable knowledge and meaningful experience to all group members. Through completing this task, we gained a better understanding of the topic, improved our teamwork and communication skills, and learned the importance of cooperation in achieving a common goal. This project also helped us develop critical thinking and problem solving abilities. Overall, the objective of this assignment was successfully achieved, and the experience has given us useful lessons that can be applied in the future.